Welcome back to Rimworld. My name is Peculiar, and the Martian civilization continues to have onwards despite the game's best attempts at stopping that from happening for Lowell. So I'd like to see that trend continue, please. And if you want to know what's going on, Lowell here has to survive in this oasis and maybe make it off this rock after like 2 years. All by himself, with only whatever robotic help he can manufacture and of course the dust. For the quest, mind you. The dust from the hospitality man aren't allowed to help. Those are the rules anyways. Well, looks like we have a manhunting plan to worry about. Tarantulas. 53 of them to be exact. I think this is a hallway of traps, so we're just gonna stick our heads in the sand and pretend the outside world doesn't exist right now, because right now, it doesn't. Well, looks like the tarantula situation has sorted itself out. Well, looks like Lowell has a lung rot now. Well, looks like we had the first infestation over here. So, let's just see how this plays out. And if we're gonna have to send Lowell in. Or if this is another issue that will sort itself out. And the fires are beginning, so that's great. Temperature is steadily increasing. Rapidly so. I might have to build an, uranium sheath around the room, though. Yeah, I'd say this nope room is pretty uncomfortable for the infestation now, considering it's like 1200 degrees Fahrenheit. The maximum comfortable temperature for a major spider is 150.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, looks like the room topped out at 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. Sadly, there is one hive left, so Lowell has to go in and clean it out. 289 degrees Fahrenheit. Noah's maximum comfortable temperature is 240 degrees Fahrenheit. Dump another point into Constitution. Well, looks like we have some hostile visitors. And they're attacking immediately from multiple angles. Oh boy, I can't wait to see how they're gonna deal with the defenses that I have in place now. So with that in mind, I'm gonna lock the doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist for my robots. Lowell, on the other hand, is probably gonna be summoned at some point. And this batch of raiders is going to defend the cluster columns. Just like that. Yeah, something tells me I don't think Lowell is gonna be needed here. With all the turrets. And the raiders are now fleeing, so that's great. Well, one batch of them is. Now there's a second batch fleeing, so that's good. And now the last batch of raiders is fleeing, so that's great. And we have a score of 89 for that batch of visitors, and a gift. 10 steel bone. Okay. Well, looks like I have a quest on protecting friends, that involve 11 rescued volley patmates. And I'm gonna be dealing with a raid of strength times 2 and roughly this size. 15 elite mercenaries, 3 elite mercenaries, 2 grenadiers, 4 heavy mercenaries, 15 heavy wasters, 10 mercenary gunners, 3 mercenary slashers, 20 mercenary snipers, 14 pirate gunners, 5 scavenger gunners, 2 scavenger thrashers, 1 waster boss, 1 waster grenadier, 15 waster gunners, and 8 waster slashers. And I can either have a Zeus hammer, good quality, bionic arm, and 1,668 plasteel. A person joining which is against the rules, or 50 goodwill. I'll take the Zeus hammer, please and thank you. And of course, I unlocked the gas inside of Area 1. Well, we finally finished out the research on beam weapons, so that's great. Well, Valkyrie and Sleepy are providing free medical speed to the doctors, and melee and speed for themselves. But the social spat, I would wanna... It was about, Sleepy snittered at Valkyrie's son's charm. Okay. Well, looks like we have the play to worry about. Bowman, who was one of our guests from that quest. Well, Bowman went berserk. No, well, that's your job. Just gotta make sure you don't accidentally, well, let's just say, hand the guest the game over. Transcenteria was the final straw. Alright, Bowman, why don't you go pick on somebody your own size? Just trying to hope, the gas doesn't, well, you know. Alright, so that takes care of the gas. Rusty Bowman. Looks like we have worms to deal with now. Lawn chair, change, tart melody, and atrium. Looks like the pet animals are hungry too. I know how to fix that. Looks like the Cosmic Corporation is paying us another visit, so that's straight. Well, we have a score of 81 from that batch of visitors, and a gift. Top leather sash, normal quality. And that's the TOS infiltration research completed, so that's straight. Well, looks like we have a quest called, Angry Tarantulas. 45 man hunting tarantulas. Let's see. No, So we have a Grim Sniper Rifle, Side Trainer Berserk Pulse, Side Trainer Word of Inspiration, Love's Carbine, and City's Catalyst. You know what? I think I'm gonna take it for the top option. Anyways, this is a lock the doors and let the Hollywood trap sort it out type of event. And here goes the tarantulas. Well, looks like the tarantula pack sorted itself out. And we have a score of 30 out of that batch of visitors. And the gift. Toss Pat ×2. Okay. And some pods have arrived. Sentience Catalyst, Side Trainer, Word of Inspiration, Side Trainer Berserk Pulse, Grim Sniper Rifle, and Love's Carbine. Oh, hi, Matt-Hive. And this is one of those breaching raids, but I don't know if they're going to get past this wall of turrets that I have conveniently located directly in the path. I guess time will tell. Anyways, lock the doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist because there's a bit scary Metroid raid heading my way. So let's just avoid that for now. And yeah, they noticed the turrets. Let's hope they get within range of the turrets and just start shooting at each other. Yeah, exactly what I wanted to happen. Thank you, Matt-Hive. And yeah, we're down to the last Metroid, and it's probably gonna get offline right now. And right as I say that, it got offline. Good! Anyways, let's let the robots out to deal with the cleanup operations. Well, Sleepy is wandering around in a psychotic state. The first job was intense pain. Well, looks like the Matt-Hive is paying us another visit. And it's just going to go straight for the turrets, I see, since it's going to be one of those raids that will just sit around and then go in on us. So anyways, I'm going to sit my head in the sand and pretend that problem doesn't exist. Because right now, functionally speaking, for us, it doesn't. Or I can do the funny and send Lowell in, just to test out his new charge rifles. I think that's what I'm going to do instead. Oh well, if the drawing gets tough, well, I can always retreat to the turrets. Yeah, I think I'm just trying to use Lowell as bait. Looks like they're taking the bait. Alright, start dragging them back to the turrets. Looks like we already offline one. Tesseron. Immediate danger. Right, somehow Lowell lost half his HP. That's in 12 hours. Time for you to retreat. And don't get yourself patched up. And let the turrets do the rest of the work. Cause, yeah, I don't fancy having a game over event for Lowell. Anyways, the Matt-Hive is beginning their assault. And running face first into the turrets, I see. Yeah, I don't think those shields are gonna do a very good job against all those turrets. And, yeah, so far that thesis is proving correct, since the turrets are just ripping straight through the turret shields. Oh dear, I forgot about the Diablos. Hopefully it gets offline before it actually fires. And it actually might. Yep, never got a shot off, so that's great for us. Well, I guess it's just 3 pikemen left. So you're gonna be able to do that by yourself, right, Lowell? Right, 1 pikeman is offline. Now do the other 2. And then there was one. Now there's none. And that's a 3% bonus to the rest rate multiplier for Arcana, so that's straight. Well, looks like the poison selectors are paying us a visit. And it's a wall breach raid. Don't know if they'll make it past the turrets, though. Well, anyways, I'm gonna let Lowell out of the base for right now and go send him out to go help the turrets. And recall all the bots. Or just lock them into Area 1. Just so they'd be safe. Well, that's an instant, death. Alright, try them near the, turrets, just so, the turrets can handle them. Looks like Lowell got themed a little bit. Not enough to get past the armor, though, so that's right. And right as I say that, bleeding wounds. Oh, dear. And now they're fleeing. Good. Well, looks like the shuttle arrived. Yeah, it's for the quest. Anyways, let's, unload it. And now that it's loaded, full send it. And quest completed. And we have the rewards. So that's the Zeus Hammer, good quality, bionic arm, and 1,668 plasteel. And yeah, the Blight is still, bothering us, in the cotton fields. I think that's a Lowell job. Well, looks like there's a Manograna on the map somewhere. Don't know if it'll be an issue for the colony, though. Probably not. Well, looks like the Cosmic Corporation is paying us another visit. Well, looks like we have another, merchant copy self-taming. Hopefully nothing bad happens to this one. Looks like we have a store of 61 from that batch of visitors, and a gift. 41 uranium. Looks like the Union is paying us another visit, and the Mud Tribe is also paying us a visit. All the way up north, I see. What are we even dealing with? Okay, so looks like we have 3 Diabloses, 3 Cyclopses, 5 Pikemen, 4 Legionaries, and 33 Lancers. Well, and of course it's Tesserons. I hope the turrets are up for the challenge of dealing with all that. And of course, I'm gonna want the robots inside of Area 1. And now, it's time to send Lowell out to, help aggro the Metanoids, of course. So I can drive them through the turrets. And let the turrets finish the job. Alright, so I guess they noticed Lowell. And it's time to drive them back to the turrets. Looks like they don't want to go near the turrets just yet. Yeah, I think it might be too dangerous for Lowell. Even with roided up with the whole Double Strand outfit underneath some Firefight armor. Just a bit of a hunch that I have. So I guess Lowell gets to go back to the base for some healing. And let the turrets handle the rest of the job. Right, so the Metroids have made contact with the turrets. So hopefully the turrets are enough to deal with this massive Metroids. So far, survey says, yes. Knock on wood, of course. And of course, this time the Diabloses did some shots off. Oh well, it is what it is. Of course, they only got one volley off. For the Diabloses. Well, I think it might be safe enough to send Lowell out. Back again. Knock on wood, of course. Well, I think Lowell just went too close to the sun. He's not down yet. Being the operative word. Right, so I think it's just Pikeman left. Lowell can handle that. Not on one, of course. So far, it is proving to be correct in my assessment that Lowell can handle the Pikeman, because it's just one left. And now there's done. Anyways, it's time to have the robots come out and clean up this mess. Well, I think this is a perfect stopping point for this video, so like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video and its playlist all over social media if you want to help out the channel and the algorithm for free. And if you want to support your channel financially, there's a link to my Ko-Fi where you can do exactly that for as little as $1 a month. Any daily name on the chat screen. Along with an Amazon affiliate route, linked if you want to help out the channel through that route. It doesn't cost you anything extra. I'll see you in the next one tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Bye.